ARK Invest just announced that they bought $82.6 million worth of Bitcoin. Michael Saylor from Strategy has just announced that they're issuing more bonds to buy Bitcoin. There's a lot of people on the internet right now saying that the bear market is in for crypto. But I personally don't see that. I know I'm just a guy on the internet, like a lot of analysts and retail investors, just trying to understand the markets. Nobody fully knows what's going on fully, but just the tea leaves on the wall just aren't telling me that the bear market's over if you have major institutional investors putting in hundreds of millions of dollars to buy more Bitcoin. And if they're buying Bitcoin, I have suspicion that others are buying other altcoins as well, like Ethereum and Cardano, ADA, or XRP, etc., Solana. I just don't see how the bear market's over. There's just so many good things going on. The narrative, again, has never been stronger. We have an active United States administration that is pursuing crypto. They say they want to become the crypto capital of the world. And whether you agree with this administration or not is not really the issue. The issue is the United States is the richest country in the world. And if the United States wants to become the crypto capital of the world, we have the resources and the finances to do that as a nation. And Europe and China and lots of other countries, they're going to pay attention because the United States, again, is the richest country in the world. If the United States starts doing something, the rest of the world can't ignore it, especially if it's not something bad, right? Like buying crypto and holding it for the future is not a bad thing. It's really not even that controversial of a thing because now we have a Bitcoin strategic reserve, the United States does. We also have a digital assets stockpile. And now we have Congress, again, actively pursuing legislation to buy more Bitcoin and possibly other crypto. I just don't see how the narrative can get more bullish. And we see a lot more things coming out with projects because if projects are releasing new things that they've been working on for the several years, because bear markets are for building and for investing, because when the market's bleeding, that's when you really want to start accumulating over those years. So they build and then they release all their new projects and all their new features during a bull market. And we just see projects are continuing to do that. Exchanges are listing even more crypto. There's rumors that Robinhood is going to start listing more meme coins. Why would Robinhood list more meme coins on their platform if they didn't think they could make money off of it? You see what I mean? You just got to read the tea leaves, okay? The media is there to hype us, or it's to scare us. You know what? I was just watching the Today Show, a very vanilla show this morning, and they're just like, there's so much fear over these Trump tariffs. I get that they're disruptive. I sympathize with that. But here's the issue. We've seen it before. And like I keep believing, like, it's professional wrestling. You have these politicians that are posturing, but I feel it in my bones that I know it's common sense that their administrations, the people working under them, are privately talking to each other to work things out because everybody needs to do business with each other. These things will pass. And when they do, and if they do resolve well, which we all want them to, what do we think the market is going to do? CPI just came out yesterday. It was lower than expected for inflation. That's a very good thing because if inflation continues to tick down, if the tariff situation works itself out like it did the last time, what do we think the Federal Reserve is going to do? They are going to cut rates because they want to cut rates. They need to cut rates. Jerome Powell can say till he's blue in the face that he doesn't want to cut rates yet. But we all know that eventually they do need to cut rates because the United States Treasury Secretary has flat out publicly said that they want rates cut. You know what? And once rates get cut, usually what happens is rent prices tend to go down. And if shelter prices go down, what happens to the CPI inflation? It continues to go down further. I mean, you know what? Anything can happen. A black swan event can happen, but I just don't see how this doesn't work out if we continue on this trajectory. So I'm not that fearful. I don't want to listen to the media trying to scare me because I have my own brain, right? I went to school. At least for me, I studied history. So it's kind of like, all right, I'm a historian by trade. So maybe I think along those terms, but I just don't see how this doesn't work itself out, especially within the financial markets and with the economy of the world. We are going to figure this out because the world doesn't want to go through economic turmoil. At least that's my opinion. So again, anything can happen, but I just don't see how the bull market's over. Especially now that ARK Invest just announced today they bought $82.6 million worth of Bitcoin because they think AI and robotics are going to increase the demand and the opportunity for Bitcoin. So if big institutions and big money are buying and we hold crypto as retail, what do you think we should be doing? I don't know, at least for me, I'm dollar cost averaging. Yes, I do plan on taking profits, and hopefully I can reinvest and buy more when the time comes, because that's what big money does. And that's how I want to get ahead in life, because I want to follow what the big money people are doing. I don't have big money like these big people do, but I have enough and have accumulated over the bear market to say to myself, I'm not willing to give you my crypto at these prices, especially if you're buying. So hope you guys are having a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.